Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope we're all doing good. So today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be talking to you about the two sides of male life. So we're going to be talking about the gap is just widening between the elite 1%, less than 1% of men, and the bottom 80-90% of men. So this video, it could have been made in regards to just overall life, but I'm gonna just be talking about just the two sides kind of men, particularly financially. You see that gulf between the elite, the ones with all the money, and then there's kind of the people who just have no money whatsoever. So if you're like me, you probably look around, you're probably from a small town maybe, and you probably don't see a lot of competition at all. You see everyone around you, you look at them, you just think they're losers, they don't have a lot of ambition about them, then they're not eager for change. This is probably a fairly accurate representation of what you're experiencing, and from my personal experience, that is kind of how it's been. I'm always thinking, like, why does no one want a bit more out of life? But it's just how it is, and there's not many people you will see who kind of tick all the boxes of what a top level guy would want out of life. The guy that's making all the money, this guy that's got the six pack, he's got the women, he's got all the friends, they're handsome. There's probably 1 in 500 of men that you see. So that would make you what, a top 0.0? I don't actually know. I think it would be make you like a top 0.2% of man. So obviously, yeah, there are a few guys out there who you will see that are just killing it in life, but for the vast majority of men, they're not doing that, and it's becoming a bigger problem because a lot of people are seeing the guys that are just at the top of their game, and they see that, and it's quite disheartening for them because they realize how far they've got to get to reach that level. And maybe you'll see this 1 in 500 guy in the streets, but then you hop onto Instagram, like all of us end up doing, and you see these influencers, entrepreneurs. They're making 6, 7, 8 figures a year. They're making 100 grand a month. Like, they're living in Dubai. They've got everything. They're younger. They're probably even younger than me. You see like 16, 18-year-olds making hundreds of thousands of pounds a month, and they're just successful as fuck. And this is the two sides of the male life. The gap between the top guy and the guy right down at the bottom is growing. It's widening every single day, and I'm seeing it like more and more every single day as I'm kind of growing myself and getting my way away from mediocrity and reaching that higher level that I want to become. I want to become that guy. Of course I do. Why would I not? But yeah, the gap is really growing, and I have made a lot of videos regarding the dating market, and this is just very similar. It is very skewed in the favor of that top level guy, and this is very familiar with the male life. That there's a guy who just has all of the options in the world, and it's not just women, it's money, it's where he can live, like anything he wants. He's got everything, and then the guy at the bottom just doesn't have anything. And if this is the first time as a young man you've kind of come across like this type of content, and you do not have any other option really than to become that person yourself. And that's kind of the way I saw it, because the gap is going like widening every single day, and you could be that guy, I guess, in the middle area, because there's still a small amount of those type of people within like the top 10 to 20% who are doing okay for themselves. Though maybe they hit the gym a bit, they've got a steady job going, they're not doing all the bad habits, etc., they're pretty happy in life. And there are definitely you can be in that bracket, but it's few and far between, I think, nowadays. And you've got those people who are pushing and pushing, they see the people at the top and they think they can get there, or you've got the people at the bottom and they just kind of give up because they see the guys at the top and they think that, I can't do that, I'm so far. It's just, looking at it, it's just such a big scale. The magnitude to get there would be a lot of hard work for them, and they're not willing to sacrifice that. So I honestly hope this video and videos like this of a similar kind of caliber will help change the future of men, because I understand. I do really resonate with those guys down there at the bottom, because this was me. This was me a couple of years ago. I was down there. Maybe I wasn't as down as bad as some people, yes, but I know what it's like being not having any options when it comes to women, not having the friends I want, not having any money. Like, I've been there. I know what it's like, and it's horrible. And I probably wasn't in it when, like I say, the market is skewed as much as it is to the top level guys and top level women too, I guess you could say. But yeah, I felt that, and it feels like there is no point in trying. But you have to find that. However, by like doing this, you are making it easier for that guy at the top to just keep pushing on and getting all the rewards in just an abundance, because it's just easier. There's no competition for him. And like I say, I feel like I'm kind of feeling that more and more each day, because the guys around me who I maybe was competing with a few months ago are not coming up with me, and maybe they're kind of just giving up a bit more and just settling for that mediocracy life, which I'm never going to be happy with. And yeah, I get it. It really is hard. But the good news for you, if you are just new to this content, and if you feel like you've got a long way to go to kind of reach the people you kind of aspire to be like, or just the person you just want to become, it's not too late. You've discovered this content, which is amazing, and there's plenty more stuff like this out there for you to watch and really kind of know what you want to become and the level, your caliber of man you want to reach. It's never too late. I've made a lot of videos about how you should start front loading your life and focus this mainly in your 20s as much as you possibly can. But honestly, I really don't think it is that hard to break into the top 10, 5 and even 1% of men, because like I said, like I mentioned earlier in this video, you probably see 1 in 500 men tick the boxes, as I mentioned before, with having the body, the six pack, the money, the women, the friends, all of that. It's just rare. But and then you think about that is that 0.2, I think it works out something like that, correct me if I'm wrong, percent of men out of 100% who have that. So like I say, I really don't think if it's you're in the top 5%, you're one of 5 out of 100 people who I really don't think that's hard whatsoever, because a lot of people just don't try. A lot of people haven't discovered content like this, and unfortunately for them, they're not willing to discover it. They're not willing to have some humility and admit that they're not too happy, they don't know where to go in life, and life's not kind of worked out exactly how they wanted it to. But you're lucky enough to have discovered this, and I hope you take this on board. And I'm sure you're young, you're ambitious, and you've got so much time to change things, because like I say, I really don't think it is that hard for an average guy to reach that top 5% easily. Like, you don't have to be anything special, you don't have to have a load of money, you don't have to have the perfect body, you don't have to have the top level to break into that bracket, and I really think anyone can do it. So yeah, I recommend you checking out my video about building your empire in your 20s, because I think that will really help you, because it's kind of the message that I really needed when I was 18, 19, about focusing on that and just cutting out all the bullshit distractions that we see in modern day. So I hope that will really help you in your journey if you're not too sure where to go. But I've got plenty of content, if you just look across my channel, about building your foundations and becoming the person you want to become. I also have one-to-one coaching where we work together towards your goals, your mindset, and becoming the man you need to become in this modern, ever-changing era. So, like I say, the gulf between the top and elite level of men and the mediocre, low down there, giving up in life is really increasing. I think it's a big concern, and I want to make this change. So I hope videos like this can become, I just want people who need to see it. I need them to see this content, because I know they won't, which is a disappointing thing. But like I say, I hope for you. I wish you the best in your journey. Honestly, want every single man and woman to become the best version of themselves. So that was the whole point of the channel. This is exactly what I needed when I was younger. So I hope this really helps you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you take care, guys. Cheers.